Welcome to Launch Tech. I'm James Brown, the Content Development Manager of MyFitPod Academy. I've spent over 20 years teaching yoga and yoga teacher trainings, and I spent more than 10 years producing online content, but it wasn't until last year that I taught my very first online yoga class. That first class and every class since then, I've taught from right here, streaming it from my living room, using the setup I'm using now to make this lesson. We'll refer to this as the standard setup because in this course, we'll use it as a starting point for exploring some of the different ways you can do what works best for you. Further along in the My Tech track, we'll look at more advanced options. But this standard setup is a great place to start for most content providers because it requires the most minimal investment and it satisfies the tech needs of most fitness pros who are starting out with live streaming classes. Live streaming comes with a ton of options for technology, what you use for a camera, how you see and hear your students, and how they hear you, to name a few of the big ones. This lesson is going to give you the information you need to help you make the best choices for your particular situation. We'll begin that process by having a look at the size of your stage. Knowing the size of the area that you'll be using for your session will go a long way toward determining things like how powerful your lights need to be and how big the screen you need to see your students with needs to be. If you teach a dance class with other people behind you, or if you lead a session with a lot of stationary equipment, the amount of area you need to show in your live stream will be very different from somebody like me, who's only streaming an area that's a little bit bigger than a yoga mat. So by the end of this lesson, you'll have a good idea of your overall device strategy for live stream classes because you'll have determined the size of the area that you need to cover, and that will help you know better what equipment you need, where it will need to go, and how they connect to each other so that you can connect to your audience.